Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is Friday, September 6, 2024, and it's time for my gardening update. We are switching back to Fridays for this because tomorrow starts the new vending season, and I'm excited to get back to it, get back with the other vendors, and be there every weekend, just intermingling with people, selling stuff, whatever. So, the garden has changed quite a bit because here in Northeast Ohio, we are definitely transitioning to fall. The weather's beautiful. It's gorgeous, perfect temperatures, like typically mid 70s. Yesterday was 80. Today it's going to be like 73. Tomorrow the high is going to be 58. Great sleeping weather. We don't have air conditioning in the house we stay in on the property. And the sleeping weather, it's just been beautiful. In fact, I think one day it went down, or one night I should say, it went down into the 40s. Oh, I love when it's like that. So anyways, let's get on with our gardening update. Okay, here in the cottage garden, everything is, well, all my plants are looking lovely. My valerian, I bought this for just a couple dollars from a woman who lives in the same town I do, on the other side of town. And it just flourished. It has filled out and everything. Let's see. I've got my lovage, mugwort. Look at this gorgeous. This is a Canadian goldenrod that I put in here. I've just got a little bit of everything. I have both like wild plants and herbs. So it's really, really doing good, except my little statues and stuff keep being knocked over by chickens and cats. So I still have to finish putting in whatever pavers I find in the yard. And I have to finish the wattle fence over here. And over here, around my pumpkin trellis. And then I'm going to put that gate in over here. So hopefully, with the planting season dying down, I can do more of this stuff. Plus, it's much cooler, and it's easier to do that when it's cooler. So let's go over here. It is such a beautiful morning. It's got to be in the 60s right now, and it's just perfect. Here are my Paris Market carrots. They're just growing like crazy. Oops, that doesn't belong here. Really doing good. These are little carrots, get to be about 1 inch around. Perfect if you live in an apartment. I threw some sweet potato slips in there. You have no idea if they're going to be ready for my big day, because in my family, when I live in town, I typically host Thanksgiving. So hopefully that'll be ready in the greenhouse. All my tomato plants are doing fantastic. In a little bit of a lull producing, but as you can see, there are little blossoms all over the place. So the lull looks like it will be ending soon. I planted this San Marzano. I rooted it and planted it. My cats decided they were gonna, knock it over, but it was getting those shoots there, and I was gonna clip it off, but then I decided, well, it's getting roots on the trunk of the plant. I'm just gonna leave it, let it root. Let's see. Yeah, lots of blossoms. Got some tomatoes. This is, I rooted this. It's a Rosso Siciliano. Hopefully that perks up. Let's see what we got over here. Just, my tomatoes in here are doing great. Really, really good. Got one ripening there. So, got a noisy dog out there. Great Pyrenees, they just love to bark. They do. Watch out, Rhiannon. Rhiannon is my cat. I have 3 cats, but when I'm out working in the garden, she's always with me. She's my helper. And these are my Tom Thumb peas, the snap peas. Great. They only get to be about 8 inches tall. Great for apartments because they work well in planters. Delicious snap peas. So, in the outdoor garden, the other day I would come in here and I noticed 2 white moths inside this netting. How they got there, I don't know. But I had a couple plants get eaten. So I trimmed off the leaves that were eaten. I dusted yesterday morning. Now, of course, here's the thing. My dusting with diatomaceous earth is directly related to the weather. Every time I dust, it rains. So, these are my Brussels sprouts. I had to dust those, but they look good for the most part. They're doing pretty good. Cabbage. Never ever was able to get them to this point. Let's see. My peppers. I'm really shocked. I didn't think they were going to grow because it seemed like their growth was stunted for a while. Look at all the spicy yumminess on this plant. Can you believe it? This here, I cannot wait. Obviously, Miss Ma'am, it's a bell pepper. But it turns a chocolate brown color. Very beautiful. Can't wait for those. I got these gorgeous bell peppers. You know, the sun is getting in my way again. There we go. This little plant, I don't know what happened to it. It's just not making it, and I have no idea what these are. But anyways, that one, not sure, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. But I've got all these gorgeous bell peppers. I've got, well, not these, but what am I looking for? I want to show you guys this. Okay, the sun. Here we go. It's not really a bell pepper, I don't think. Does anybody know what this is called? I labeled it as banana pepper. So I'm not sure what it is, but if you could let me know, please do. My radicchio, it's my first planting there. It's doing really good. I did another planting this past week. Miss Ma'am, get off the radicchio. And yeah, she just wants attention. The second planting's coming up. Broccoli is doing fantastic. My lima beans, they are really doing good. As you can see, these are the pods. They've got a lot of them. The green beans, they are called Bountiful beans. They started flowering like crazy this week. And very easy to grow. Beautiful flowers. And the tomato plants over here, they are like, well, they're on their last legs. As you can see, they're dying. But they still have a lot of fruit on them. And they're still ripening, as you can see by that beefy boy over there. So those are doing great. My Grandma Hadley's, they are starting to get their color. I love this lettuce. It's great. I planted the second planting this week also, and they are coming up. My asparagus, doing wonderfully as usual. I have Miss Ma'am. Come on. Oh, my Lord. This girl. So, I have Cal is coming up under here. So, I'm probably going to plant my second planting of Cal next, like probably sometime next week. My green arrow peas are looking lovely. These are a shelling pea. Very, very good. Let's see. These are Amish snap peas over here. I love these. Very good. So my fall stuff is doing great. These are my purple carrots. They're doing beautifully. So these, I know, I'm thinking these might take me through the winter. My sunflowers, this is where my cucumbers used to be. The sunflowers, I put them in as kind of like, you know, just an extra support in addition to the trellis I had in there for my cucumbers. Now these tomato plants, they are dying, but they're not as far along in the process as those over there. I did plant these later than those. Still, again, lots of fruit. I think today I'm going to collect some seeds and dehydrate tomatoes. I've made salsa. I've made sauce. Not a whole lot of either. I'm just trying to mix it up. Blueberry plants. I treated them for the second time this week. I believe it's working. It's harder to tell on this one because this one got hit harder with the rust. This one over here, I think this one is easier to tell. The copper fungicide is working. So I just sprayed that on everything beginning of this week. My beautiful red raspberry plants are doing fantastic. Now these two babies are growing like crazy. So I think I'm going to transplant them to the other side of that blueberry bush. I want to do it when they go dormant, like late fall, like maybe in November. So what I did, so I don't forget which ones, I tied a little string around each one of them so that I will remember which ones I want to transplant when all the leaves are gone. So this is my wild blackberry. And I'm thinking in the spring, I just have it like binding up. I think it looks really pretty. But I think in the spring, I'm going to let one of the longer vines loose and just let it touch the ground so it produces another plant. Strawberries. They are doing fantastic. I guess there's been talk in the neighborhood. How am I doing this? How am I getting these beautiful strawberry plants with all these lovely red strawberries? I did pass some runners out to neighbors. These runners here are going to be the ones I will eventually sell. So these are organic, ever-bearing, obviously. They do, especially I would say in August, they produced a lot. I mean, it's constant. Beautiful strawberries. So I just ordered my favorite June-bearing strawberry, which I believe is the best for making jams and for making pies and things like that. And it's called the Wendy strawberry. So I ordered those. You know, they start sending them out to this area beginning of September. Not sure what to do with it. I've never grown berries before, but it's not normal for us to be planting at this time of year unless it's cold crop. So if you have any information on that, what I should be doing, because I am in zone 6 with the strawberries, should I keep them in the greenhouse or in the house over winter and plant them in spring? Or should I put them in the ground now? It's kind of making me a bit uncomfortable. I don't know. And nasturtiums back here are doing not too bad. So I got those going. I'm starting to switch over to my fall decorations because my family left me home alone and they know that's going to happen. You leave me home this time of year, the fall decorations are coming out. So I'll probably do a video on that. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.